Welcome back. If you're just joining us, surprise. Yes, our storm center is activated, so we have a number of cancellations on the go. So just coming in, the Toronto District School Board has canceled all buses. However, all schools remain open for those who are going back to in-person learning today. Keep in mind, for Peel Region, Catholic and public, canceling buses and closing schools, but learning will continue at home remotely. Durham Catholic District School Board, buses are canceled, schools remain open. York Region, all schools are closed as well today, but virtual learning will continue. Halton, public and Catholic, canceling buses and closing schools. Virtual school is canceled. And Hamilton Wentworth District School Board, remote learning has been canceled. There will be no bus service as well to schools in Peterborough, Northumberland, and Clarington. Niagara as well. Schools are shut down, including online learning. There is a long list here, so I'm going to say bttoronto.ca/storm center because that is where we are constantly updating. So please go there where we continue to get those updates for you. I want to bring in Steph, who is watching those roads for you. Steph, what was your drive like this morning? I can tell you all I needed to do was drive from the 401 down Yonge, and it took forever.
Forever. Good morning, Val. My drive this morning was not great at all. So the side streets in my neighborhood, like the snow was this high. So I was like, am I going to get stuck just pulling out of my driveway? And as I was driving in, I was saying, thank goodness I have winter tires. This day is worth the money and putting those winter tires on because I would not have made it here safely if I did not have them. And I was losing traction as I was driving in, Mel. Like, my car would be going. I'm like, okay, we're going on a good pace, 40 kilometers, maybe even less. And then it would be like, you know what? I don't feel like going straight anymore. And I was like, all right, let me, navigate that. So the drive was just atrocious.
Absolutely. It's tricky. We are watching just some overnight visit. We were watching with the plows that were out. In fact, I want to check in now with someone from the City of Toronto. Thank you for that, Steph. So please pack your patience, as Steph always says, if you need to go somewhere for essential travel.
Lots of space, Mel. Lots of space.
There you have it. Okay, thanks. We'll talk to you in just a bit, and we'll take a look at what the roads look like, the rest of the routes with Steph. But we want to see what is happening right now on our streets. If you are heading out here in Toronto, depending on where you were, you might be getting more or less snow. How about the blowing snow? That's always fun. Eric Holmes from the City of Toronto joins me now via Skype. Good morning to you, Eric.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. So how are things? How are the operations right now when it comes to clearing and salting and all that good stuff?
You know what? They're well underway. Last night, the salt trucks started around 9 or 10 in the evening. They continued to do rounds, and then early this morning, as the snow really started to intensify, the plows made their way out on the expressways and major roads, and now all the roads in the city are being plowed. It's going to take some time, though. There's 9,500 streets in the city, 5,600 kilometers of roads to plow. So we'll get there, but it's going to take some time today.
Okay, so the major ones for sure, but any of the side streets, what do you recommend to people do? What people should be doing this morning?
So, number one is stay home, right? If you have the opportunity to stay home and you're following public health advice, please stay home. Get up early. If you have a home or a business in the city, you've got to roll in clearing your sidewalk outside. And then the last thing is schools are back today. So expect, a few more people on the road, on the sidewalks, making their way to and from school, to their home, to school and back. Watch for those people. Expect more people than have typically been out the last few weeks. And plan ahead.
Yeah, some good advice. Eric Holmes with the City of Toronto. Appreciate your time this morning. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you.
And let's flip on over to our Frankie Ferragini, who's been tracking the storm right now. You heard his advice there, and he's just logging off from Skype. Thank you very much, Eric. Let's bring in Frankie. Yes, so we know, at least with the City of Toronto, they don't have buses, but they're keeping their schools open. So kids, as he mentioned there, might be out walking. We've got the blowing snow to contend with. What are you watching right now, Frank?
Well, the snow pretty much has pushed its way off towards the east. So the snow, the bulk of it has ended. But the biggest thing that we're watching, greatest concern that we have now, as you mentioned, is the blowing snow. And with that blowing snow, there's going to be drifting along the roads, open areas, of course. We could even still have some whiteout conditions. But as well, we do have some wind chills to contend with. So the winds will continue through the afternoon. We're going to get a break tomorrow. And then also what I'm watching right now is another system in store for Thursday that could bring an additional 5 to 10 centimeters. And just a reminder, the system that we're seeing today is the same system that Apple was just talking about with the power outages in the United States, as well as that cold Arctic air all through Texas. It's a huge system that still is going to impact us not only for today, but we also have more on the way this upcoming week.
All right, Frank, thank you so much. We're going to continue to check in with you. We'll watch those roads with Steph. We'll watch the skies with Frankie. We'll watch the cancellations with all of you this morning, including one that just came through. By the way, TCDSB, all school buses also canceled. Schools are open, though, for in-person learning for your first day, and virtual learning, it continues. We're going to take a break here on BT. Stay with us. We are watching everything you need to know today. We'll be right back.